Hey everybody, Damon here at Greenhorn Gardening again, and I just was looking at some past photos that I've taken of harvests in the past, and I figured maybe share some of this with you guys. And here's one of the first harvests I ever had in my garden several years ago. Radishes here. Now a lot of people don't know, but radishes you can eat the whole thing. Uh, Take the tops and cook them like you would turnip greens. You can the old-fashioned way. You just wash them off well, dump a bunch of them in the pot and season them with some maybe saute some onions, put some pepper in it or whatever you want. You can even chop up the radishes here if you like. Some people use radishes in their salads. I just rather just cook them like I would turnip greens. Here's another view of it. Not sure what makes them split open like that. Maybe either too much nutrition or too much water. I'm not quite sure what does it, but that happened with these. And here a few years later, I did some elephant garlic. Now these things are about softball size, and these little corms here, these are actually seeds. You plant that little bit in the garden, and that will grow over the course of say about a year to a full-size bulb, and then in the second year the full-size bulb will split off into these multiple bulbs here. Now I don't particularly like the flavor of elephant garlic. It's a little bit too I don't know, it doesn't really taste much like garlic at all. And a lot of people will just actually roast these and candy them within the oven and eat them plain like that. But I'm wanting something that's more for soups and stir fries and things. And just regular old garlic is a little bit better than this. Here's a little bit different angle here when I took them out of the ground. They grow pretty tall. I mean, this is about oh my goodness, I don't know how tall that is. That's about 3 feet tall, maybe something like that. Now these are some multiplier onions that work the same way. If you notice, here's a lot of sand here. There's a lot of sand in my mixes. I use a lot of sand, basically sand and compost, and crushed leaves are what I use. And let's see, these work the same way the garlic. You plant one bulb, it'll split out into a bunch of different bulbs. Now these multiplier onions didn't perform as well as I thought they would. I like to use onions for stir fry, and these onions don't stir fry well at all, so I just won't be growing them anymore. I just don't particularly like the flavor of them. But they did grow, and they did do fairly well, and they take a very long time to grow. I mean, if I were selling at the farmer's market, I would definitely be selling things like garlic and onions because they can grow over the winter during a time when it's not much bugs and things like that. It's cold outside, yet they still grow, and I don't have to doesn't take much nutrition. It doesn't take much maintenance. It just takes a long time for them to grow, and they're just relatively bug free. I just don't have problems with it. I mean, if I were selling, that's what I would sell, something. And when they cure, they keep for a very, very long time, and that's a good thing. Here's another view off of my makeshift bench here. You may have seen this grate before. I've used that grate with the dehydrator. Same thing, multiple uses. That's how I do things. And so that's it. You can take the tops. I guess you could stir fry them, and put them in soups as well, but I didn't. In fact, I need to just have these still sitting around. I just need to put them back into the compost pile, and that'll break on down, and or put them or bury them in the garden, and the worms will get to it. And those are just some harvests that I have. And so let me know what kind of harvests you've had. You can do some video response below, all that kind of thing. And hey, for the right way to make and use your own organic fertilizer, go on over to greenhorngardening.com/claim and pick that up, download that, and grow them big, folks. I will see you later as we get ready. At least in my area, it's not too much longer before it's time to start planting at least a spring garden, lettuces and onions and carrots and all those kinds of things. Maybe a couple more weeks once the soil dries out a little bit from all this crazy amount of rain we've been getting. But other than that, it's about time to really begin to get things action and then happening in the garden. So this is February 2012. Talk to you guys later. Grow 'em big.